Good morning, everybody. You're watching The Morning Show here on Global. Andy Kindler has appeared on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, The Daily Show, Everybody Loves Raymond, and most recently covered the Republican National Convention on The Late Show with David Letterman. Take a look.
Now, you have some videotape that you've prepared. Is this kind of a wrap-up of the convention? What is it?
It's a little wrap-up. It's a little fun piece I call Fun with Delegates.
Okay, it's a little.
I like
fun,
to call it
a little fun piece called "Fun with Republican."
Well, he likes to call it.
Yeah, that's what he likes to call "Fun with
I call it
Republican
that.
Delegates." Okay, let's take a look at it.
When I get that feeling,
Fantastic. And Andy Kindler joins us now. Good morning.
Thank you. So great to be here. Everybody keep walking, all right? Just keep walking. That's the difference between Canada and the United States. In the United States, they're pressing up against the window.
Right.
People here.
It's true.
I know.
Signs.
Do you take it personally?
I like it better this way.
Most
Yeah.
people, I think most entertainers do.
Yeah, well, who
It's
likes
a
to watch
break.
TV when there's only...
Right, doing all
Yeah,
that.
who needs that?
In the background. Yeah,
I would be that person, like that.
diving behind. So you were at the RNC when Clint Eastwood did the chair thing. Were you just like, thank you?
I think that you should have, if you have a bit, you should work it out once somewhere. Go over with your wife or something.
Right.
He didn't go over with anybody. That may have been the worst piece of, maybe it was a comedy? What would you call that?
I don't know.
Tragedy?
Performance
Theater of the
art?
mind.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows what he was trying to do.
But, you know, I just heard that Mitt Romney is, this morning I heard that he's going to release 10 years of his personality. He has agreed to release. That's a joke. Everybody in the street hear that joke?
Listen, it's almost too easy, isn't it? I mean, if you go to the Republican National Convention, it's...
Well, it's frightening there too because there's a little bit too much of I don't know what's going on, but they're always talking about taking our country back and like
From who?
Well,
Well,
from
you're right. I know it's like from
the Democratic Party, I guess.
right, or from the like they create this. Well, each
Fake.
side, I guess, does create this fake monster.
No, I don't
on
believe
the other
in false equivalency. How is that good? The Democratic Party. I think there's only one legitimate party in the United States, and it's the Democratic Party.
Right.
I want you all to vote for Obama, and I love Obama, and I think anybody my age who doesn't love Obama, what are you going to tell your grandkids when they say, "What was it like? The first black, the first."
Yeah, I was. What do you think
Oh
about
yeah,
what
Madonna
Madonna just
called
did?
him up last night in Washington. She gave a concert,
Yeah.
and she gets up on stage and says, "You've got to vote for Obama." And then she's like, "We have a black Muslim in the White House," and everybody's like, "Whoa, what?"
Was she doing a bit there?
I think she thought she
claims it's
was.
irony.
She says
Then
it was
she pulled her
ironic.
pants down,
Right.
and she's got Obama written across
I
her
do-
lower back, and promises she'll go completely al fresco if he gets a second term.
I toured the country as Al Fresco for a brief time period.
Thank you.
I really.
Well, we need the rim
I set
shot.
you up for that.
We need the rim shot.
I usually travel with a drummer.
You talk a lot about other comedians.
Yes, I do.
What do you think of Seinfeld's
I haven't seen his new show.
Comedians in cars. No, comedians in cars getting coffee.
I heard about that. He's in a show and he's giving people. I don't know what he drives around with
Yeah,
them.
he picks them up
Yeah.
in a new car, and
Yeah.
the one with Alec Baldwin is priceless.
Yeah.
Well, he is a hilarious. Like I say, I love Seinfeld. Curb Your Enthusiasm, not so much because Curb Your Enthusiasm. You start watching and you go, this reminds me of a show that was hilarious. That's right, Seinfeld. And then it starts out nice, and then 10 minutes later, Larry David is on Mars. You know.
Right.
And I make fun of the show. I go on Twitter, and people, when I make fun of a show, people like they just scream at me on Twitter. They go, "Oh, where's your show?" And it's like, do I have to have a show to criticize the show? If I'm in a restaurant and I go, I don't like this food that much. Where's your restaurant?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Be a
yeah.
viewer to criticize.
Where's
the
your
show.
cocoa van?
You gotta have thick skin. I know you do, right? You can handle it.
No, I don't, because every comedian, like I talk, like for example, I do a joke. I say Chelsea Handler just signed a $60 million deal where she has agreed to not come up with any more horrible ideas. So, but if someone said that about myself, I'd be outraged. Can't we all agree that I'm good?
And
So
you
do
don't
you-
like Louis C.K.
No, wait, what are you saying? Take that back.
I was right there. That
Wait,
camera,
what
that
is,
one, that
first of all, it's Louis C.K., so
Yeah.
you really don't like him.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Right? No, I was just kidding. No. I had to do this speech in Montreal called "The State of the Industry,"
Right.
where I criticized everybody, and I was basically just criticizing the media embracing of him as the And also the way he kind of brags, like, oh, I change my material every year, like as if I'm still doing my bicentennial material. So I have joked that he was one day from coming up with the unified field theory, but because he only works a year on stuff, he couldn't do it.
So is there somebody that you will not joke about, like your mom?
Oh no, I joke about my mom. I started my act with my mom.
Really?
Because my mom came out to California and she was sitting in a restaurant and she was saying, and she said to me, Adzi, you live in California. How are the fajitas? So no, I make fun, but my mom is I make fun of her. I don't criticize her act.
But you were just, when it started out showing that clip of Letterman, and you were watching the clip and said, I love him. And I
He's,
just
to
think
me,
he is, I mean, there was like Johnny Carson did one thing for late night, and then David Letterman came along.
he is
and-
our current, well, you can't say he's Johnny Carson because he's, you know,
No,
Johnny
he took
Carson
it to
was
another
it, but he's
level,
the
I
man.
think. He
If
took
you've
it
got
to another
enough
level.
patina on you, you know that Dave Letterman owes a lot to Steve Allen, and he would say that.
Yeah, absolutely, because he does, you know, the things of, I don't know if Steve Allen threw stuff off the building, but he did stuff like you
Very
dressed up.
self-deprecating. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
exactly right. He did all that crazy stuff.
Bless you.
I just sneezed.
I think you have to sneeze. I wish there was more sneezing on TV.
I was like,
sneezes.
I'm
Say
fighting.
that's
I was
the
thinking I was-
closest you come to orgasm.
I would, hello.
Where?
I was, where, what?
Did that go out?
That's what they
you
say.
That's what you get.
That's
on
what
this show.
you say things and then you say that's what they say.
say.
That's exactly right.
can
That's
just-
all sneeze. Listen,
She
I
has a
like
huge
this.
stash of ragweed in her drawer.
Ragweed, is that legal in Canada
It is actually.
now?
We're very
I
liberal
smoke
here.
medical ragweed. I think I made a camera person laugh. If there still are camera people.
Yeah, he's back there.
All right.
He's hidden.
Over there.
Where Mishpucha?
Nice.
I'm Jewish. I don't know if you can tell I'm Jewish.
I am too.
But oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
My manager calls me up and he goes, well, do you have to turn the electricity off? And I said, I'm a Reformed Jew. He goes, well, I was watching an episode of Entourage and Ari had to turn it. I said, look, don't base your ideas about Judaism on Entourage.
No, Entourage.
Yes.
I know. I moved into a house once where very Orthodox people had lived, and they had all the lights on timers, but I didn't know that. Friday night, everything goes, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah. You know what? They have those elevators that.
Right,
like a
Sabbath
mag-
elevators.
And you know what a Sabbath goy is? A Sabbath goy?
Yes.
Is
Somebody who does all your
Orthodox
stuff.
Jews have Orthodox Jews have a Christian person
do their stuff.
who does the electronic things. I sold a show once called Jews, Juiczz, and it's about me as an Orthodox Jew running like a Jamba Juice stand. And I put in every drink overly sweet dessert wine. And the TV sets are being shut off.
Didn't sell?
Have you ever done Las Vegas?
I do, but I don't do well there. But I have been there.
A lot of comedians don't like those
Oh, it's
audiences.
terrible. They're terrible. People are there to gamble. You have a cross section of everybody who has no taste comes there, and they gather.
That's certainly true.
They want to see naked people swimming in a pool, or they want
Right,
to see
Cirque du
juggling
Soleil.
or Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
They don't want to see me complaining.
So what are you like at home when the cameras are off?
Oh, my wife! I entertain my wife constantly.
Really?
I really am never off. Really, it's very annoying. I'm not like Robin Williams, where you want to like leave the country when he's talking. But because Robin Williams is like, oh, look at this, oh, look, I'm cup bad. I'm not that bad. But
Because you're actually looking at us.
I
and
am
talking
looking. That's
to
right.
us, You know,
Most
This is
comics
good.
can. That's why when I'm
Yeah.
acting, I'm usually like, when is this person going to stop talking so I can get my line in? You know.
Right,
That's why
right.
we don't usually make good actors, except me, fantastic actor.
Right.
Aren't we? Are we not correct about that?
Absolutely. You're in town for Just for Laughs.
Yeah, I'm doing JFL 42. I'm
Right.
hosting 5 nights. Well, it's already been 2 nights. Alternative shows tonight at 11 p.m. at the Comedy Bar. Why am I talking with
What does
my
alternative
hands?
show mean?
Alternative. Well, when it started, they needed an alternative show because, like, when I started the show with Just for Laughs in Montreal, it was like all comics were the same, kind of. But now it's very exciting, so I really don't need to have an alternative show. Let's cancel it, is what I say. No, but it's like comics doing new things, more like working on new material
Right.
and doing this.
And then,
Oh, I almost went off the bat.
No!
Shoot,
You can't-
shoot.
No.
Oh,
Don't
global. I can't. I think for $50,000 I might be able to move my neck again.
We put all the money into this table. We have no money left.
Who would allow this kind of a set to be constructed? Wheels and a drop-off.
And a drop-off,
What am I,
exactly.
Jerry Lewis?
Andy Kindler, we now love you.
Andy Kindler, we now love you. Come on, everybody. Come to the window. Everybody, come up to the window. Come on, folks.
They can't hear you.
Come on to the window.
There's a silent crazy man miming something on the other side of that window.
Obama, 4 more years. 4 more years. This
We
guy,
are Canadian.
why are you wearing that scarf, sir? It is 70 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever that
We'll
is.
be back in just a minute.
Get the taser.
Sir, it is not the middle of winter. You're wearing a raccoon on your neck.